Hello. Here would be our CSCI 352, and we will start our lecture. So, after we talk about the Windows system, Linux system, the Mac OS, and then the last part, also we talk about the mobile. Okay, so we will kind of run through all the different, including the iOS, Android. Okay, so all these different type of this like a mobile operating system. So we will just like have some basic idea like quickly went through. Okay, but so that in this exercise, some of them may be pretty old. Okay, so maybe later in the lab or exercise, I will try to introduce something new. Okay, and for the mobile device concept, we'll talk about it or some what kind of evidence we can obtain from the mobile device, and also how can I see about the evidence like from the mobile device. So will be like mainly we're going to do. And we need to have some idea, including what is the cellular device concept. Long time ago, like we call the mobile switch center MSC. So this one is the system. So helping to switch the for the cellular network. And also we have the base, okay, transceiver station BTS. So this one is the part of it of the cellular network. So they are mainly respond for communication between the mobile phone. Okay, also the network switch system. So when our MSC, okay, sometimes if you see the MSC maybe in the configuration somehow. So it's the and also we have called the home location register HLR. So it's the database. So used by the MSC. Okay, and it will contain all those as subscriber data, service information. So this one will be all the basic structure like we're using for the cellular device. Okay. And just like you'll see a lot, this one the color subscriber identity module is SIM. Okay, so it's the memory chip. So it will store all those international mobile subscriber identity. So IMSI. If you just like open your phone and go to your cellular because in different platform, it will be slightly different. But maybe if you're using iPhone and then if you go to cellular, okay, maybe Android also, I think you go to setting, also you can find it pretty similar. So over there you will see all those like the information, but nowadays not only the SIM, physical SIM, okay, we do have the eSIM. Okay, so actually kind of similar because we just like saving, okay, store all those like subscriber identity. Okay, and sometimes if you go to your settings like about and then about your phone, or sometimes you will able to see the IMSI. Okay, so you can get all this information about all your the provided service. Okay, and also we have the electronic serial number ESN. So the ESN will is the unique identification number. So this one actually is developed by the U.S. Federal Communication Commission. It's the FCC. So it can help to identify the cell phone. Okay, so it's an electronic serial number. So if you sometimes see the barcode, it talk about the ESN. Okay, then it's like talk about your phone. And also we have the personal unlocking code. So this one to help you to reset the forgot like PIN. Maybe you have no idea like maybe what's the PIN, or actually for all those SIM, like if you go to your phone or something, you can set the PIN number, and it can help to like lock your SIM, and then you can use the PUK, okay, personal unlocking code. So this is to reset it, okay, if you forgot for your SIM PIN. Okay. Right here is showing a really long time ago with different name. Maybe if when you study networking, so maybe you will learn the history. Okay, and if you remember sometimes for old iPhones, like there's some model like GSM. Okay, we have actually we have like 2G and 2G plus, 3G UMTS and 4G. Okay, sometimes we say the LTS. Sometimes you will still see if the signal is not that good. Then from suppose I think everyone we are using right now should be like 5G, right? Okay, so that's where we are the of course like later maybe we're going to have a new like called the 6G. Okay. Actually for the cellular, so we have like the frequency channel then with because like for our digital forensics we don't really we have the basic knowledge about the like okay for we need to know what kind of cellular network, but because we not really study networking. Okay, so that's why we not really like dive into it. Okay, so how it works, okay, how this the transmission work, but we need to know how can we get the information, okay, from this type. And then another one pretty common and that's we always finding is the Wi-Fi. So why not actually most of our like cellular or mobile phone, okay, also all devices they can connect to the Wi-Fi network. Okay, even more like the maybe like 2.4 gigahertz, like 5G gigahertz, like so don't confuse with the name. Okay, so for the 5G that would be the cellular and then also we have a 5G. Okay, when it's okay, so also including lots of like Wi-Fi hotspot in everywhere actually right now nowadays. Restaurant, coffee shop, okay, hotel, home, other location, everywhere you can access to Wi-Fi. And you need to have some idea because um, let's say for laptop, Windows, we have a Mac. Okay, so for our mobile device, okay, cell phone. So including the iPhone will be using iOS. Okay, so we're using for the iPhone. Sometimes we have an iPad. Okay. Also actually right now kind of like timing on the same day have a specific version for iPad. Okay, and also we have Android. Okay, and one is really actually because in the market, okay, so there's a lots of huge user amount that are using Android, including like Samsung, right? Okay, and other lots of brand and in the long run, but kind of like they're fading out. Microsoft, they have the or like or other the Google Pixel, so you know the actually they are open source to it. So actually, you know, when they Google they try to open source, then that's why it comes out lots of different Android OS version. But the backbone, like everything will be like based on it. It's the same. And maybe you have heard about BlackBerry. Okay, I'm not sure how much you use it. So there are different types. So right now the market actually we are like focused on two would be the iOS and then the Android nowadays. Okay. And mainly from the iOS, it's like from the iOS 10, and then it will be the interface like mainly like based on the touch and then the gesture. So this like is a key point. Okay, so in the normal operation, so it used the iOS, we use the HFS plus file system. Okay, and also you can use the FAT32 like when communicating with the PC. Okay, so when you like plug into your iPhone, so you maybe look at your storage format, all these. Okay, that's like we're using iOS, and for it we have four layers. Okay, for iOS, one is the core OS layer, so it will be the heart of the operating system. So it's the core of the iOS, and then we have the core service layer. So where the like applications they will interact with the iOS. So kind of the same idea. Like we have the core, the OS based way, and then we also like on top of some application that we call the core service. And then we have the media layer. So it will responsible like for some like music, video. So all this will be a media layer. And if you vote maybe you did like long time ago. Nowadays we are using the Swift UI to running the iOS. But before if we're using the Objective-C, the waiting, sometimes use called Cocoa touch layer. This one will respond to that gesture. Okay, you can detect. So if you have experience or maybe no, and just let you know. So because you can like detect all that called the touch or gesture, like if you know like in terms of the map, right? So you can use two fingers to like enlarge it and then double tap, okay, something like that. Or like use how to draw it, like if you want to move it, like long press. Also, because right now, because when the hardware change, you will see more like on the touch layer, it will already have more features that comes out. And then also it contains some elements in the like data partition, including like maybe we are going to search for the calendars and then congress or note. Okay, maybe you heard the iPod, but maybe I'm not sure how many you like use it before. Okay, or the iTunes. A long time ago, they're using iTunes, but now when you try to plug in, they already combine with the files and also the music application. So they but for maybe Windows system, you can still download. Okay, but yeah, if you're the Apple user, you see they already kind of fade out. They integrate with the other application. So you didn't see the iTunes. Okay, but it also includes the configuration and music too. Okay, so once we search it, so it may be if we go to we talk about the iPod, so it control device system info folder, then you can get all those model, okay, and serial number. Okay, so you know why. So if you go to use your iPhone, go to general about, okay, so you can also get all those phone information, including the serial numbers. And when we talk about the Android, okay, so it's the Linux-based operating system. So they're completely open source. So first time when they released is in 2003, and so the version of the Android name of the last release, and then they maybe other version like 4, so Jelly Bean, okay, 7, okay. So far they keep right now. Actually, there's a huge update. So if you check about it, but just like kind of like similarity across these versions, so they will perform really similar for examination. So even um on the different version. Okay, so that's why we just summarize, because like nowadays the Android really changed huge a lot. Okay, and in the slides long time ago, and for Windows, we have using the Microsoft, like, but I'm not so sure how many of you have ever seen it before. Okay, so start from the 1996 and to 2010 and 2015, and this like using the same Windows 10 like mobile. So actually just thinking this is a phone like running the Windows. Okay, so you can touch it. Okay, and kind of similar idea if you use the Chromebook. Okay, so it's the same pretty similar one. And then for the BlackBerry, okay, BlackBerry is one of the popular phone used before. So it's using the NX operating system. So it kind of also supports some like major features similar to others like mobile phone. Okay, so you can use the drag, drop, gesture, but mainly BlackBerry is and try to emphasize one thing is about the keyboard, right? Long now they have a screen, and then below there's a huge big keyboard. Okay, people they love it using the keyboard. And mainly what we're going to obtain is what we concern, okay, of the backgrounds. Okay, so you want to, what kind of evidence we try to get? Of course, we want to get the call history. So there's a specific, like compared with the laptop Windows system. So we have the call history. Okay, maybe we have the voicemail too. Okay, so all these maybe we are curious about. Okay, and then we will look into their like emails, some like text. Okay, we have the message, right? And of course nowadays, because we try to integrate together with others, for iPhone you can like search the message, iMessage everywhere. Okay, and the emails we log in. So this one, no matter which platform, you may use their own default. Okay, they have their own gateway. Okay, connect it. So for iPhone or Android, you have email, or sometimes you can use the Gmail, like the app. Okay, so because they are mainly rely on the Google like Play Store. Okay, so that one will be on the Gmail, and also of course we will search for like photos and videos. Okay, and your phone, and then of course we need to get the phone information. We talk about go to like some information including your series number and this way you get maybe what's your model name. Okay, what maybe you can get your model number, or you can get your operating systems like your phone's versions. Okay, and also other information, maybe including some like we call that like GPS information, network information. So including your Wi-Fi address, um, possible maybe your connection, or like your carrier, right? Carrier, so provide your cellular, and also maybe actually more maybe we can have the Bluetooth. Okay, including that what kind of device are you connected before. So for the mobile devices stage, we right here. So we have including like from nascence, from like it's just a chain active, semi-active, and then quiescent. Okay, right here, and just like have a circle. So it should be running like this. And for the rules for us, like for the seizing the evidence like from the mobile device. So maybe if you already plug in the device into a computer, just to make sure it doesn't synchronize with the computer. Okay, because once you synchronize, maybe the content they change. So we have to be careful, and then touch evidence also as like the as little as possible. Try not to like modify, change it, add in new things. That's worry. That's why try not to synchronize them. And also like documents, like what you do to the device, like what you do, and try to like really be careful. Don't accidentally like write data to the mobile device, because it's so easy. Okay, so compare with the desktop computer, maybe we just open a copy, but for the mobile device, it's easy when we touch something, move something. Okay, so it's going to change. Okay, and this is something introduced. Maybe you'll see something later. We were going to do in the lab. So we're going to cover the lab will be talk about some like how can we find some evidence from the mobile devices. Okay, so we have some tools we can use. Okay, maybe like oxygens, data doctors, like device, CSCI. Okay. Celebrate, okay, mobile edit, or for instance, sim corner. So all these we can use it. For iPhone right here, if you want to do so, just let you know, we have the 4-digit pin. Okay, for the iPhone. This a long time ago, but now we have 6 pins. So this one more, even we have more possible combination for digit. Okay. Also, we can use the automatic like process to break the iPhone passcode. Okay, maybe use the actually this one to do it. Okay, maybe we have more like specific tool to use it. Okay, maybe the Power Agent, or like and then will be cover my iPod, other like tools we can use it. And if the phone say this one maybe you say we have the workstation has the iTunes, so maybe we will like plug in your iPhone into the workstation. You can use the iTunes to extract the information about the device. No matter for the Mac, so once you plug in and it change it, it will kind of attach. So right now, if you go to folder, then you can attach your phone, then you can get the information, or using if you know the music, and so you can also get the information. And for Windows, you can download the iTunes and then plug in your iPhone, so you can do the investigation. Okay, so all this is possible. We can do in this way. And this one is like pretty old, but the content looks pretty similar. So once you plug in, and then it will display. Okay, show what kind of your phone's information. You say, okay, what's the capacity, your phone's number, serial number. This like what's the current iOS version. But if you look at this, like for iPhone 5 or 6, maybe you never see it about it. Okay, and also if sometimes we have the synchronization backup, so just be careful. And then you can check all those like the info, including the apps you download, music you have, movie. Okay, so maybe you can get all your contact. Okay, this is all from iPhone. And also we have something more, maybe if we need to get the information from the image, device image, because from previous lab, you look at some, we call the BD or like maybe some image research. So we do have it for the iPhone. So we maybe have the library like call history. Okay, so it will like have your entire like call history, or there's some like cookies. Okay, the library cookies. So the plist. Okay, it contains the or history, your internet activities. So this is like what we curious about, like what kind of thing you search. And we have something more like for this one, maybe the from the iPod, like for the library preferences. Okay, and pretty similar structure. So because like they're from Mac, so if you know look at all this, even for Mac OS, you can find all these directory if you pay attention before, and then there are different type of playlists, but just different content. So this one mobile iPod, mobile email. So it can give you the like email you sent out or receive from the iPhone, or maybe you connect to the VPN, mobile VPN. So if you use the device that communicate over the VPN, then we can able to indicate. Okay. And if you try to download the file, delete the file. Okay. So when you delete it on the iPhone, we say iPad or iPod, so they will mostly to trash. Okay. So it's a 501 folder. So they will still exist until they be overwritten. Okay. So here's the same logic. Okay, logic. When we move to trash, we are not really delete, just like we move the header. We know this memory is available. Okay, to is allowed to overwrite. Okay, so just like before they overwritten, then we still able to recover those data. Okay, we can search it. And this one pretty outdated and long time ago. So just like quickly jump through it. So we can download it and then install the BlackBerry Desktop Manager. And after you open the manager, so click the options, and then maybe you can set the USB pin, and then you can get a device number for connection type. Okay, so you just like type in connect to yours, and then you can choose that backup. So you can choose backup, you can save a copy of it. Okay, so maybe for getting evidence, if you want to make a backup, also you can do the same. You can do that like for iPhone or BlackBerry right here. So you can select your maybe destination and save it. So it's the files are IPD. Okay, so we can use it to examine those data or perform forensic analysis. So here's the way. And JTAG, so JTAG is another one we can use as a because the joint test action group. Okay, so it's the Institute for Electrical and Electronics Engineering, IEEE. So if you know, so for testing chips. Okay, so this one can test the access point. We test the tabs. Okay, so we can use it directly access the chips and then extract the data. And also the forensic examiner can take some back of the phone and then connect the wire by like soldering. Okay, so we can really like connecting it to the chips. So we can using some like other means to the tab of the iPhone memory chips. Maybe not so many people may be interested if but to me, I really love to watch some video how people are fixing the iPhone. Okay, maybe actually it's same, like even for Android phone too, actually same. So even you your monitor will damage if you lost your cellular, okay, anterior they are broken. So once I have your motherboard, okay, so you know like when you open your really like not turn on but really open your iPhone, so you will see they have a battery, and then even for battery they have a chips to save like how many times like charging percentage health. And also we have the motherboard, and then maybe for new iPhone they have got a double layer. So one side usually they will have the CPU, your storage, okay, and also there's some memory on side. So sometimes when you drop your phone, okay, some tokens, okay. So when you open it, and you can even extract it, like you can read your the memory somewhere with a specific reader. Okay, so when I watch the videos, I watch how can they replace the maybe the storage. Okay, and or sometimes like it's really hard. Okay, it's getting more difficult, but sometimes for some really minor things we can just like to testing it to get check the voltage, but this one like more than that. But if your motherboard like still exists, then we still possible, okay, to read it. And when it's getting more like difficult, okay, because for iPhone, they already try to encrypt all the chips. Okay, so you know the why not the Face ID? Okay, maybe the even no matter the CPU or the we say the storage. Okay, so once you want to say okay just a similar idea. Okay, if you have a Windows PC, okay, the desktop, the tower. Okay, so if I want to investigate your hard drive, I can just like pop in your hard drive to another computer. Okay, so I can read it. But for the iPhone, okay, if you want to read it, maybe you will move the storage from this motherboard to another motherboard. But right now they will bind with the hardware code. So if you just like move it, because the iPhone tried to kind of one side is like for security, and another side say they don't want to actually replace some aftermarket one. So they already have a code, so you cannot do it. So it increase the difficulty. So for lower level, hardware level, then we are hard to do it. But everything based on we do, just like backup, make a copy, and based on the copy will be similar. So and then we just like search all those like P lists, okay, or other lists, then we are able to find it. So just like quickly summarize, it's a pretty short lecture. So we talk about the all the mobile device concept, have some ideas, so including the several networks, and mainly the evidence we have to like get the backup, make the copies image, and we talk about how like seeing the evidence, there are some different tools, but of course, like in the lab, I will try to pick up or show you something. How can we do that? And that's it. Thank you.